Let's keep there. All right. Hi, friends. So for class today, what you're going to need is a block or something that is somewhat firm. You can still use like a rolled up towel or a couch cushion, but it's going to go in between the legs. So whatever works for you. If you don't have a block handy, maybe run in and grab a couch cushion or a rolled up towel. So there's a little bit of resistance there that you can sort of press up against. And when you do get that, you're gonna put it at the back of your mat. So it's gonna come boop, right into the back. And then we're gonna meet just seated on our shins. I have a block underneath me here too, so sometimes it doesn't feel good to sit on the tops of the feet. And if that's you, then you can place another prop underneath your bum. And let's bring the hands down onto the thighs. And we'll just take a few moments here to move in any way you need to move. You can shake out the shoulders, you can roll them. Now you can open your mouth nice and wide, stretching out the jaw. And then just allow yourself to sort of still and ground. Today we're going to move a little slower and we're going to work to open the heart chakra. And so not only are we going to be opening the front side of the chest, but we're also going to be opening the back side of the chest. And so Anahata, the heart chakra that resides here in the chest space, it encompasses the ribs, right? The intercostal muscles, the lungs, and the heart. It has to do with love, yes, and compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, relationships. And so each of our chakras has a bija mantra, which is the energetic vibration of this center. So for this chakra, it is Yam, Y-A-M. And so just like we would chant Om, we're going to chant Yam instead. And we're just going to do that a few times. So more of a continuous cycle. And we're going to sing that together. And you can just listen if you'd rather listen today, or you can follow along with me. And so we'll take a clearing breath here before we begin. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a full breath out. Inhale to chant. Yam. 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 last two. Yum. Yum. One Om, deep breath in. Om. Just take a moment here to allow that energetic vibration settle in the body. And then start to deepen your breath. As you're ready here, begin to make your way to all fours. Keep the eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. Bring your knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders and start to move through cat-cow. Allowing the belly to lower, arching the spine here, sliding the shoulders back as you breathe in. And exhale to round the spine as you breathe out. Inhale, belly lowers, heart lifts, cow pose. Exhale, round, chin to chest, cat. A few more just like that on your own time with your own breath. Next time you land into a cat pose, so the back is rounded, stay there for a few breaths. Focus on sending your shoulder blades wide and rounding through the upper spine, so back of the heart, and then send a few breaths there, creating more space. Find an exhale here, let that go. Bring the torso back to neutral. And then walk your hands forward, heart melting pose. Anahata, hips stay over top of the knees. Hands walk as far forward as you need here. Elbows and forearms can connect to the mat. And then tuck your chin in towards your chest and allow your forehead or your chin to rest. Chin is a little bit more intense. And then focus on hugging the inner thighs here so the belly is in and up. Breathe into the belly, creating space in the front of the body. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Draw your elbows in slightly closer towards you and then lift your head and your chest, coming onto your forearms. Straighten your legs out behind you. Lower your hips down, Sphinx pose. Shoulders underneath or over top of the elbows. Palms will press down into the floor. And then press your palms down and towards your body as if you could drag your chest forward of your shoulders. Good. Bring the chin down now. And then slide your chin over towards your right shoulder, looking over the right shoulder, and then draw the chin down across the chest and over to the left shoulder. We're gonna do these half moon circles here. You're gonna move as slow or as fast as you need to, opening up and waking up that cervical spine. Let's do one more on each side. Bind your head back to center as you're done. Here, lift the chest and the gaze. Take a big breath in. And then release your spine down as you breathe out. Slide your hands off of your mat to the right and to the left. Tense your fingers and point your elbows to the sky. Lift up, finger stand cobra, chin and chest rise. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder and press your left shoulder head down as you lower. Back through center as you breathe in. Looking to the left, right shoulder head presses down. Center, inhale. Look to the right. Center, breath in. Looking left. Center as you inhale, press your pubic bone down, lift your chest a little higher. And exhale, release all the way down. Slide your hands beside your ribs, tuck your toes, down dog. Lift your hips up and back here. And then take a movement, a couple breaths here in down dog. Shaking any tension out, waking up the body. Find some stillness here. Close your eyes and breathe deep. So the answer to any problems within the space of the heart chakra is not only love, wrapping those problems in love, honoring those problems, but also forgiving, finding compassion, and finding courage. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Come to a forward fold. Bend your knees here. You can grab opposite elbows, ragdoll arms, maybe a little movement, swaying from side to side, roll through the shoulders, shake out your head. And then with your next exhale breath, release your hands down, grab a hold of your prop, and slowly roll up to stand. You're going to take that prop and place it in between your thighs, so lowest setting. And then stand nice and proud, nice and tall here. Chest high, shoulders down the back, gaze ahead. Start to squeeze that prop between the legs. Feel the legs get really strong and sturdy and grounded. And then with an inhale breath, reach your hands up and look up. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of your heart. Reach your hands up, breath in. Hands to prayer at heart. Reach your hands up, squeeze that block, inhale. Keep the squeeze, hinge at your hips and forward fold as you exhale. Half lift, long spine as you breathe in. Fold, hug that prop as you breathe out. Half lift again, long spine, hands to shins, lengthen heart. Exhale and fold. One more, half lift, breathe it in. Fold, breathe it out. Hug the block, walk your hands forward into a plank or a kneeling plank pose. Shoulders directly over top of your wrist, hug your belly in and up. Squeeze through your glutes. Find that edge of strength, maybe a little bit of discomfort in the effort, and then see if you can wrap this experience in love and compassion. Take a deep breath in. Lower all the way down, knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Cobra, classic. Hands stay on the earth, chest rises as you inhale. Squeeze that block and lower down. Exhale. Tuck the toes, kneeling plank as you breathe in. Down dog, lift your hips up and back. Breathe out. Take a deep inhale breath and a full exhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. Lengthen your spine as you get there. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Squeeze that block. Rise up to stand with a flat back. Reach overhead. Exhale. Hands to prayer at heart. Reach up. Breathe in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Half lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Plank. Walk your hands forward. Breath in. Lower half or all the way as you breathe out. Lift your heart. Squeeze the block. Cobra from the belly or up dog. Exhale right away. Down dog. Lift your hips up and back. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Hands walk to the back of the mat. Half lift as you arrive. Inhale. Fold as you exhale. Rise, reach up, breathe in. Hands to prayer at heart. Reach up, inhale. Bow and fold, exhale. Half lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Plank pose, inhale. Half push up, exhale. Heart lifts, up dog or cobra, breathe in. Down dog, hips up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Hands walk back, half lift as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Rise up to stand, reach your hands overhead, inhale. Hands to prayer at heart as you exhale. Remove the prop from your inner thighs, place it off to the side, about midway up the mat. And then come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Close the eyes and just notice that shift. Notice how you feel once you've let go of that prop, let go of that obstacle that keeps you from feeling constant joy. In Tantra, which is where yoga resides from or where it's created from, they say that joy and love is in every moment. We constantly have access to it. It's just up to us to connect, to get out of our own way. Breathe into that. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Reach your hands up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Half lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Plank pose, inhale. Half push up, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Set your knees down on the ground as you breathe out. Tuck your toes under knees, hip width, and then rise up to stand on the legs, on the knees. Yeah, good. We're gonna take the hands and interlace them behind the back. And then reach your knuckles down and lift your heart up. Hug the low ribs, the belly in. And from the upper part of the spine where the heart resides, press the chest up and curl from the back of the heart. Soften the face, deepen the breath. Full inhale. Full exhale. Come back on the inhale breath here. Release your hands to your hips. And then shift your weight onto your left knee and step your right foot forward into a lunge. Take your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Take a deep breath in. Twist to the right. Hook your left elbow outside your front thigh. Press your palms together, especially top palm into the bottom, and spiral from the belly heart towards your thumb tips. If you want a little more fire, tuck your back toes under and straighten your left leg. Can you find joy in this moment? Deep breath in. Stay here for the breath out. Come back to center, hands in prayer in the chest. Breathe in. And release your hands down inside your front foot. Walk your right foot out to the side, and then let those hips shift forward and down, lizard lunge. Hands are going to stay either under the shoulders, coming down maybe onto forearms here. And find that opening, that stretch for the front of your left hip. And then gently draw your chin in towards your chest and breathe to the space at the back of the heart between the shoulder blades. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Plant the hands back directly underneath your shoulders and straighten your left leg if it's not already. Three-legged dog. From down dog, sweep your right leg up and back. Bend your right knee, stack and open, right hip on top of left. And then reach your right toes over the left side body until you feel space and length being created in the front of your right hip. Deep inhale. Three-legged plank. Pull your right knee into your chest as you exhale. Three-legged dog. Breath in. Right knee into your chest. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Right knee to your chest. Pause here. Shoulders over the wrists. Deep breath in. Lower your right knee down directly underneath you. And then spin your right toes to the right and your back heel to the right. Until you come into a supported side plank. Right palm down under the shoulders. Left arm is going to reach up. Take your top arm now, reach it forward. down, back, and around. Let's do some nice circles here to open up the shoulder. Nice and slow, you're gonna do 3 in each direction. When you're done all 6, that left arm is gonna reach all the way back up. Get a little lighter through your right hand, so drive that right knee down and then rise up, stacking shoulders over hips. Slide your left hand down your left leg and reach your right arm up and overhead, now opening the right side waist. Turn that top palm down, pull your right shoulder blade down your back, maybe lift the gaze up. Deep breath in, full breath out. Rise back up, arms into a T shape, inhale. Come back to that plank, right palm under the right shoulder. Stay as you are, or this time lift your left leg up. Option to bend your left knee, reach back and catch your left foot for a thigh stretch. If you've got the foot, gently kick the foot into the hand, pressing that left hip forward, opening the front of the chest, the front of the belly. Deep inhale breath. Transition back to all fours, so left knee and right knee towards each other. Untuck your toes, child's pose. Bring your hands back towards your feet and forehead to the mat. Bring the awareness into the back of the heart and breathe there. And the heart is a very fickle thing. It has protection, right? Literally in our physical bodies, it's one of the most important organs, if not the most important organ next to the brain. And it is surrounded by the rib cage. And so for us to really open our hearts to a concept, an idea, a person, a place, oftentimes we need to be coerced. We need to be romanticized. And so we're gently coaxing the heart to open to trust, to be free. Next time you breathe in, you're going to sit up onto your bum and then tuck your toes under and rise up on the knees. Hands are interlaced behind the back. Take the opposite pinky forward and then reach your knuckles down and lift your heart up. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Ride the inhale breath back up. Take your hands onto your hips. Shift your weight to the right. Step your left knee forward into a lunge. Hands to prayer in front of your heart. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Hook your right elbow outside your front thigh. Keep the legs engaged here, hugging the inner thighs and the glutes towards each other. Finding each exhale breath a little more space to twist deeper. And if you did so on the other side, tuck under your right toes and straighten your back leg. What does love look like in this moment? Deep breath in, full breath out. Back to center, hands to prayer, breathe in. Hands down inside your front left foot, lizard lunge. Walk that left foot nice and wide. You can scoot your right knee a little further back if you need more space. Hands under the shoulders or coming down onto your forearms. Wherever you are, draw your chin gently in towards your chest. Yeah. And breathe into your upper back. Deep breath in, full breath out. Take the hands back underneath the shoulders here. Straighten your back leg if it's not already. Three-legged dog. From down dog, lift your left heel, bend your left knee, stack open, left hip on top of right. Reach your left toes over the right side body. Breathe into the front of your left hip. Deep breath in. Left knee into your chest, three-legged plank, shoulders over wrist. Three-legged dog, inhale. Left knee to the chest, exhale. Three-legged dog, breathe in. Left knee to the chest and hold. Next exhale, releasing the left knee down underneath you. Span your left toes to the left, right heel to the left, side plank modification, left hand down underneath that left shoulder. Reach your top arm forward, down, and back. Let's do those big circles here, 3 in each direction. And the color green is what color resides to the heart chakra. So as you move your fingers here, just see that green light swirling out your fingertips. And then once you're done all 6, that right arm will reach up, get a little lighter in your left hand, and then rise up, stacking shoulders over top of hips. Right hand slides down the right leg, left arm reaches up and overhead. You can take the gaze up if that's comfortable for your neck, or gaze down. Reach out through your left fingertips. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Rise up on the inhale, arms to a T shape. Exhale, left palm plants back down. Option to stay here, lift your right leg, or bend your right knee for a thigh stretch, grabbing your right ankle. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Coming back to all fours, land your right knee and right hand. Shift back, child's pose. Hands can reach forward this time or wrap back towards your feet, your choice. Okay, as you're ready, you're going to sit up onto your heels. If you've got a harder surface underneath your mat today, then I invite you to fold your mat towards you once or twice to create some more padding for the knees. Grab a hold of your prop and then let's stand up on the knees with the toes tucked. You're going to take that prop and place it in between your inner thighs, just like we did before. Good. And then hands this time are going to come to prayer in front of the heart. Elbows nice and wide, thumbs to your sternum. So right to your breastbone. Squeeze the prop here, pressing the hips slightly forward so they stay directly over top of your knees. Begin to lift your chest up into your hands and gently curl back from the heart. Keep a gentle hug of the chin towards the chest so that we strengthen the muscles in the front of the neck. And then breathe. Full breath in. Stay here for the breath out. Squeeze that block on an inhale, rise back up, and then untuck your toes and sit down onto your heels. You can move that prop off to the side, hands onto your thighs, close your eyes. For some of us, it can feel really intense to be vulnerable, opening up the front of the chest like that. Sometimes we're not ready, right? We're not ready to love, to take that leap, right? To find compassion or forgiveness. So if you'd rather stay seated in meditation while we do these next two sets, feel free. Otherwise, come back up onto your knees, tuck your toes under. Hands are going to come onto the low back this time, fingertips pointing down towards your mat. Shoulders down, hug them together towards the spine, elbows gathering towards each other. And then find that invisible prop, squeezing your inner thighs and start to curl back, camel pose. Some of us might be able to reach the heels. If you're reaching for the heels, reach at the exact same time. So there's no twisting in the low back. And then press your hips forward, hug your belly in and up, and breathe deep. Chin towards the chest so you don't compress any of the nerves in the back of the neck. If your hands are on your heels, at the exact same time on an inhale, rise back up, untuck the toes back to that seated meditation. And just notice. Notice any emotions or sensations or feelings that start to rise and bubble to the surface, and see if you can wrap them in love, wrap them in compassion. Staying exactly as you are, or last set. Rising up onto the knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Untucked is going to bring you a little bit deeper. Hands come to the low back. Squeeze the inner thighs, lift the heart. Maybe hands to the back of the ankles. If that's really easy, then you could also work on walking your hands onto your calves or onto the knee creases. Wherever you are, breathe. When you're ready on an inhale breath, rise back up. Seated meditation is where we'll meet. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. Blink your eyes open. You can unfold your mat. Shift your hips off to one side and then reach your legs forward. Bend your right knee, plant the right foot on the ground, and the right foot will stay on the inside of the left thigh. You're going to wrap your left arm around the front of your right shin. Take your right fingertips behind you for a twist. Inhale, press through the crown of your head. Exhale, twist heart towards the right. With each breath in, you're going to lengthen the spine. Each breath out, twist a little deeper. Last one, inhale and exhale. Come back through center. Let your right knee fall out to the right, Janu Shirshasana, right foot to the left, inner thigh. Hands come out in front onto the earth, lift and lengthen your spine. And then gently walk your hands forward, keeping that length in your spine, ribs towards that left thigh. Hands can land on the floor, on the leg, the ankle, the foot for a nice hamstring stretch. Good. Rising back up on that inhale. Point your right knee back towards the ceiling. Grab the bottom of your right foot with both of your hands and then lift your foot up. Pull it back, right knee under right armpit. A little bit of opening for the hips here. Imagine that your foot is a stir stick and you've got a big cauldron here. You're going to stir that foot in a circle. You can move the upper body as you do so. And then switch directions. And then come back to center. Pull that right knee under the armpit one more time. Take a big breath in. And then release your right leg forward and down. Bend your left knee. We're going to do that twist on the other side to start. Wrap your right arm around your left thigh. Left fingertips come behind you like a kickstand. Press out through the crown of your head. Inhale. Twist towards the left as you exhale. 3 breaths here. With an inhale breath, come back to center. Let your left knee fall out to the side. Connect the left foot to the right inner thigh. Hands to the earth here, lengthen your spine. Big breath in. And then with a long spine, gently fold forward and down, ribs to your thighs. Hands land where they like. Inhale, breath, bring yourself back up, point your left knee back up. Grab the sole of your left foot with both of your hands, interlace your fingers. Lift your left foot up and pull that left knee back, archer's pose. And then let's start to make those big circles with that left foot. Just plunging the femur bone into the hip socket. And then switch directions. Maybe you're brewing a love potion here. I don't know. Good. And then draw that left knee back. Take one more big breath in. And then release your left foot all the way forward with your right. Flex into your feet, hands beside the hips. You're going to lift up and lengthen your spine. And then with that exhale breath, gently reach forward. So keep the spine long here until you've reached your edge. And then allow just a gentle lowering of the head. The knees can be as bent as you need to here. They don't need to be straight. And then breathe into the low back, all the way into the back of the heart, all the way down the spine. Big breath in, full breath out. Rise all the way up. And then come all the way onto your back. You can bend your knees here, shifting the bum slightly forward. Bring the knees into the chest when you get there. Give yourself a squeeze here, maybe a rock from side to side. If you'd like to take happy baby pose, you can do that as well. And then as you're ready, we'll find Shavasana. So we've done a lot of stuff on the low back today. So if your low back feels sensitive, then keep your knees bent. Take your feet wide and let your knees knock in and rest. I'll just create a little less extension there. Otherwise, legs can be straight. Hands out to the sides. Take a big breath in here. Open the mouth and exhale. Again, full breath in. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Let go of any effort here, any strain or tension, and just allow the practice to integrate into the body. Feel free to stay on your back a little longer. And if you'd like to close the practice in a seat, then just start to breathe a little deeper and move nice and slow in that direction. And whether you've chosen a seat or you're still on your back resting, you can bring one hand, one palm to your chest and stack the other on top. May you continue to live, breathe, and move on your path connected to this space. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.